Hey guys, welcome to Cooking in the Burrow. My name is Dave, and I like to make videos for novice cookers and people on the go who are busy during the work week and need items to cook that are quick and easy without a lot of ingredients. Most of the ingredients I use come from Walmart, and the reason that is because say you're watching this from Montana, you're not going to probably have a Kroger or a Publix in your backyard. So typically Walmarts are everywhere, and that's why I choose that, so you won't have as much problem finding the ingredients. It's the second week of September. With that comes football. With football comes get-togethers. With get-togethers comes appetizers. And I've decided to show you a little twist on the popular queso dip. First ingredient is going to be Velveeta Queso Blanco. You can use your normal Velveeta or any variety you want, but for this one I'm going to use this. Second is a can of cream of mushroom soup, a can of mild Rotel, you can use hot if you like, 1 pound of sausage, breakfast sausage, whatever you have available. If Tennessee Pride or Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage is not available, I'm choosing hot for this. You can use mild if you like. 1 pound of 93% hamburger meat. The reason I use that is because you have an 80%, it's going to have more fat in it, it's going to cook down more, so you have less meat. Look for the green label in Walmart, and that way you'll know it's the 93%. This is way too much onion, but we'll probably use about a third of this onion. First thing you want to do is take your knife, sharpen it up a little bit. These are great knives. I don't use anything really expensive. I've used J. Henkel's in the past along with Chicago Cutlery. These knives cost about 20 bucks for a set of them, and I have yet to replace them. You just have to sharpen them every time before you use them, and they'll work fine. But you want to cube up your cheese so that it melts a whole lot easier. Because just throwing this big old thing in a clump into that crock pot is not going to work well. So you cut it a couple times down there, and then maybe once down the center. And this stuff is sticky. So you'll have to manually separate it as you put it in your crock pot. And if you haven't got a crock pot and you go out and buy one, I would recommend getting at least an 8-quart crock pot. And then you just take this, your cheese, and toss them in there. You'll have to break it apart. And I just dropped one on the floor, so the dogs are going to get a treat. And add your Rotel. And your soup. And then with a wooden spoon, we'll give that all a good mix together. And it's already starting to warm up a little bit. Okay, that's good as is. Now on to the onion. And you're going to want it as thin as possible. Of course, if you've got a hand chopper or a food processor, you can use that as well. And it'll make the process a whole lot quicker. Then you just want to finally chop all this up. And that'll work. One ingredient that I forgot to mention at the beginning is minced garlic. I like to put that in just about everything. So now we're going to cook our meat and onions. We're going to use this wooden spatula or spoon, whatever. It's got the flat edge so that you can do this. Don't hate on my pan. I've had it over 10 years and it's seen a lot of usage. I'll use this thing at least 3 to 4, maybe even 5 times a week sometimes. But just want to preheat this to medium high. Let's put all our ingredients in there. I apologize if you can't hear me because of the sizzling. And this sausage will stick to the stainless steel. I do recommend the stainless steel, and also you want to match it to your burner size. So if your burner is not as big as this, use a smaller pan. You may have to cook the meat separately if it doesn't all fit. But you want the burner to evenly cook on the meat. So this shouldn't take too long. And that's the other reason you want the onions to be so small, is because it's not going to take long to cook, so they need to soften up pretty quickly, and the smaller they are, the faster that can happen. So you can vary your recipe if you want. I mean, you don't have to use sausage and beef. I just like that combination. You can use 2 things of sausage or 2 things of beef, whatever combo you want. But yeah, see how that's not even sticking anymore. Once that initial sear takes place, it doesn't stick after that. But you do need to constantly move it around as you're breaking it up, because you want it to be as fine as possible. I'm going to strain this afterwards, but right now it's not even really producing any excess oil. But I'll still strain it anyway, just to be safe. This type of pan is called a saute pan, and then if you buy one, you want to get one that's stainless steel, and probably you definitely want one to come with a lid, because there's items that you will cook in here that you'll want to cover and simmer over time. So this is getting to the point of being done. You just want to, sometimes you only want to lightly brown things like a spaghetti sauce and things like that, because it's going to probably simmer in the sauce and it'll continue cooking after that. But with this being in the crock pot, this needs to be fully cooked before we add it, because a crock pot, of course, is a slow cooker. This is looking good. It's time, we're ready to go ahead and strain it now. And you just want to lightly toss it. Get all that excess juice out of there. Grease, oil, whatever you want to call it, fat. And then we're going to take it and immediately add it to our cheese. Excuse me. Turn the burner off. And then we'll mix it up. And that's why we wanted to go ahead and give the cheese a head start, so that it could go ahead and start melting, because once we added the meat, it'll definitely expedite that process. Then once it gets all mixed up, you'll probably want to come back every 5 minutes or so and give it a good stir until it's ready to go. One thing I forgot to add is, although there's not much heat coming off of here, any heat retention will help. So we probably want to go ahead and just set the lid on there. No need to seal it or anything. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes. I'm gonna give it another stir. And as it sits, once you turn it down or on warm or whatever, it will develop a film across the top. So it hasn't done that yet, thank goodness. This should be pretty hot and ready to go. Got some Tostitos scoops because they hold together a little bit better. Let's give it a try. that makes me want to go right over here on this couch, throw my legs up sideways like Jabba the Hutt, and just nom nom nom. Wonderful. So guys, this video is my first ever making, so please bear with me. It'll get better as time goes, but the end result will be amazing. So if you do like the video, and if you do like this, please click the like button, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. And I'll have more videos coming shortly. God bless and have a great day.